that's just great. I'm just gonna leave it in.
Hello, welcome back. I wanted to start off by giving a little shout out and thanking the OGs that have been watching me since day one. I also want to apologize in advance for the way that I edited back in the day. I'd like to think my editing has improved tremendously since I started this channel, but I have no idea what I was thinking back then. All I could say was very chaotic. Yeah, my sunnies on. It's a bit bright out. Should I keep them? Take them off? I'll take them off. I can't really see. We are back with our second piece of the year, and I'm very excited for this one. I went through a lot of what's the phrase that they say? I'm terrible at phrases, like hoops and challenges, hoops and leaps, if you will, to get to this point of putting this piece together, because number one, I went to go get the stretcher bars for this piece, and usually I go to Jerry's to get my stretcher bars because chef's kiss, you know, super cheap. But went to Jerry's and they don't sell like 85-inch stretcher bars. Like, it doesn't exist. They don't even have that option there. So I was like, that's great. It only goes up to like 72 or something. I was like, well, that's convenient because this is what I need. So I was like, it's fine. I'll just get the linen. It's getting sunny now. I was like, that's fine. I'll just get the linen and then be on my way to Blick and get stretcher bars there. I've never bought stretcher bars there, but apparently that's for a reason. And the reason being it's very expensive. I was let's say I was a little embarrassed when I went up to the cash register and I was like, okay, I'm ready to check out. And they're like, yeah, that'll be basically $200. I was like, I was trying to do the math and I was like, what? I'm sorry, what? And I saw that each stretcher bar cost like $30. Why? Don't understand why, but would love to know the reason. So that was a thing. And yeah, if you're asking what I ended up doing, yes, I ended up buying the stretcher bars. It hurt, but this piece needs to be made yesterday. So this is a piece for my MFA show, and I just need it done. I don't have time to wait and order stretcher bars and wait for them to get, no. So I just pulled the trigger and bought that, and cried after for a second, and now we're here. I think this is also the largest piece I've ever stretched in my life, and not gonna lie, I low-key snapped with this one. It wasn't fun. That's all I have to say. Yesterday I drew the image of what I want to paint, and when I tell you that was also another form of torture, it sucked, but it's just part of the process, and it's not a fun process. It's like the ugly side of making paintings and the part that sucks. But in the end, it's all worth it, right? So yeah, it took about 2 hours to put down the reference image, and today's a new day, ready to tackle this painting, figure out, I guess, the approach that I'm gonna take with this one. I haven't really thought about it. Definitely want to use the airbrush. I think the last piece that we made was I say we. You guys helped me. It's okay. The last piece that we made, we used a lot of airbrush, and I think it came out chef's kiss, and I enjoyed the process a lot. So I think that's going to be the goal more or less for this piece. I think it really just depends on like what this piece calls for in terms of the image that we're working with. So we're going to check that now and diagnose this piece and see what she needs.
The coffee cake looks really good though.
I like it. Can you tell whose bite this is?
Vegan's vegan too.
See, this is the part I fear the most about this piece because it happened to me in the last piece, and that is just this whole trusting the process kind of ordeal. Right now, the piece is in its ugly phase. I would say we're not going to talk about it, but we kind of have to. All I'm going to say is I painted the background, like the sky, and I didn't have enough surface area to like fully blend the different gradients of the sky, but I also like didn't try hard enough because not that I didn't care. It's not that I didn't care. I knew I was gonna use my airbrush for this piece, so I wasn't too stressed about getting it like to the point, like accurate, but right now it's driving me insane because it looks so crazy, like so crazy, but you just have to trust the process and keep working. I'm gonna get in the studio today. I have class that I have to teach at 9:30. It is, I don't have a watch. It's right here. It is 7:28. So we gotta finish getting ready, head to campus so that we could get class set up for the little, not little, they're in college, but you get what I'm saying, for the children. And then we paint and continue working towards the end goal of our piece.
I understand this painting's looking a little crazy right now, but today is the day we finally airbrush on top of the sky. All of the paint is dry, so I was thinking, all right, so in terms of airbrush, I was thinking, let's see, we have, ooh, this is nice. I just splattered orange paint all over myself. It's in my hair. It's all my, hold on. So based off of my collection here, I'm thinking we definitely need white to lighten like this area, and then we need some blue to like make this little area a little bit darker, even it out. But I also want to add some of these like iridescent colors. Pearl. There's like a shimmery iridescent color, so that's the pearl one. Then we have Titan Violet Pale, and then my fave. Can you see it? The blue. So yeah, I want to kind of combine those with the white, but I think I might do that layer like last. I'm gonna even out the layers first with the blue and the white, and then go on top with like a light layer of fluorescent pink just to add. And I also forgot that I need to get that orange of the sunset. So we also need fluorescent orange. There's a lot of layers here. So just bear with me.
swear I am giving Lord Farquaad right now with my hair. Honestly, right about now, things are starting to get really hectic and I'm trying not to freak out, but I'm low-key freaking out. There's just so many things, so many things. It's like, you think, oh, you know, now it's February. By the time you're watching this, it's probably March. But you think like, you know, February to the end of April, like that's enough time, right? No, it's not. And February basically didn't even exist. It just like, I blinked and it was done. So that's amazing. It's great. I'm saying this sarcastically, but it's actually like, I mean, I'm excited to like finish and graduate and not have to think about any of this anymore. But it's not so great because I'm not gonna say I have barely made a dent in my thesis paper, but we're like halfway through. We're at like 2,000 words. It's like between 4,000 to 5,000. So maybe that's like a good thing. Maybe we're not doing bad after all. Now that I'm saying things out loud, I'm putting everything into perspective. I mean, other than the thesis paper, I also need to paint and finish 2 pieces, which I think I can do, but this piece is just scaring me a little. I'll dive deeper once I'm finished getting ready and in my studio. I'll just put this, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like my eyeballs aren't really working as well. Either that or just, I don't know what it is. This piece, I think it's because the orange is like partially covered by airbrush, like dark and light airbrush, that it's throwing me off. But I think like the background is just not as vibrant as I want it to be. And again, I think it's partially because of the fact that the orange is hiding. So yeah, I don't know. And the bottom half, that's scary. That's scary territory that we're about to enter. So I'm here procrastinating a little, but it's okay. I think I'm going to mock up the piece on Photoshop with what I have already to see what the vibrant orange will look like on top once it's all painted, because I don't want to paint the orange for no reason and then it still looks like garbage. So I'm gonna take a photo really quick, see what that looks like, and then just keep painting and crying. On spring break, hence why I am at the beach. The sun is setting and this is honestly very much needed because I'm starting to get a little stressed out with thesis writing and all of that. But yeah, so I'm taking a little break from the studio, being with nature and trying to keep myself grounded through all this chaos that's happening and going on. Tomorrow I'm going back to the studio and I feel a little bit more at ease with what I need to get done in the next month or so. Graduating is hectic, especially with getting your MFA. So who would have thought? I guess I didn't really fully think that one through, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. I'm not too worried about it now. How could I? Oh, there's someone behind me. Look at that. Can't complain. Fingers crossed that today is the last day that we are working on this piece. What we need to get done is basically here. I'm gonna show you. This is a little too harsh. So I'm gonna take the airbrush, whip it out real quick, and we're gonna bring it down just a tiny bit. And I also wanted to add a little bit more. I already kind of did that with oil paint, like lighter values, but I wanted to add a little bit more value to the tree cluster, I guess that's what we can call it, overall, because looking a little meh. So I'm gonna add that with the airbrush, and then lastly we will be using a trusty dusty heat gun and puff paint. And I just realized hopefully I have enough orange golden paint to go over the orange part. We're gonna use puff paint. This is kind of the test run. I used my steamer to do this, so I finally brought my heat gun, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try again. I'm a bit nervous because it's either we mess up this painting or we don't. So those are kind of 2 different paths we can go down today, and we won't know until we try. So yeah, the nerves are definitely high for this one, but it'll be okay. I hate it. It is too textured, and the edges aren't super smooth, so I'm going to burn it all off and just paint everything.
Now little by little, in the twilight's gentle.
I hope you can hear me because I am using my microphone as a hair clip. New day, same painting, same problem, and we're here to work it out. Crash out is real, and I am hoping, fingers crossed, that today is the last day. As you all know, yesterday I tried covering the orange in puff paint, and it went very south. So much so that I literally ripped it off painting, and I thought I ruined it, but I didn't. And we're here, and it's a new day. So that's something positive, I guess. Anyways, picked up more fluorescent orange at my local art store because we're gonna need this today. And got a new brush. Buying new brushes always brightens my day. So we're just gonna be painting over the orange. That's our final decision. We're not doing anything new. We don't have time to experiment because, well, it cost us a day. We backtracked a little, but it's okay. At least we know moving forward that what works, what doesn't. Gonna get some tunes rolling on here.